And Norwich counters with their second line. Jamison Bain wins the draw from Kennedy. Dumped in, though, by Murphy, cross corner. Back to collect it is Chamel. He'll flip it up the ice. Now Bain jumps on the puck in the corner. Chips it over. Intercepted by Mulligan, though. Chipped up the boards. Now Nizzolillo with speed through center ice. Nizzolillo looking to split the D. Nice play, though, by Loftus. And he'll chip it back to center ice. Mulligan now hammers that one in. Yoakum leaves it off for Loftus. That one's chipped up just out of the reach of Chamel. Now Demora. Cross ice to Mulligan. Mulligan banks it off the boards. Intercepted, though, by Bain, and he'll send it in. McCoy leaves it off for Demora. Demora, the native of Taunton, Massachusetts, plays it out to Nizzolillo. He flips it and intercepted by Moran. And back the other way, look to come the Sea Captains. That one's picked off. Tapia's dump in by McNamee, sent back in on Yoakum. Yoakum leaves it off for Moran. Moran reverses it to Shims. He'll tip it up into the neutral zone. Now a race for it as McNamee sails off his man. Now a loose in front. Miranda shot. That goes just wide on the glove side. Rebound comes out the other side. Another shot there by Bayer. And it's still loose in front. And Tamar McCoy will take a whistle. So a couple good chances there for Norwich here right off the bat.
Yeah, great first minute there. Or first 2 minutes, rather, in this game where the Generals coming out hot and the Norwich Sea Captains countering and taking a little bit of control, taking 2 shots on goal. As we'll see the puck drop in the Generals zone.
So it'll be Tegan Bear on the draw against Gillishammer. Gillishammer wins it and flipped around to the other side. Ram gets bumped there. Puck dumped back in. Bain puts his shoulder into Demora. Now McNamee chips it out. Goes back to center. Almost, and a breakaway chance here for Ram. He's in alone. Ram a shot. He scores! Tyler Ram on the breakaway. Gives the Gens the early 1-0 lead.
Tyler Ram coming straight off the bench and making an impact as he speeds through the one defender he had to beat and put that in the back of the net.
Tyler Ram, who has split time between the NA team and the NA3 team, grabs his 21st goal of the season. And the Generals draw first blood here in the first. Now Lampert chips it right off the face-off. Yoakum out of his net to play it. He'll play it around for Ramita. Intercepted, though, by Lampert, and it's dumped back in by McCarthy. Yoakum doesn't have his stick. It's stuck in the netting behind the net and goes behind the net there. Picked up again by Ram. Or correction, that's Felix. Cross-ice pass to Tommy Lubin. Looking in front, nobody home. McCready tries to pinch in, back the other way. Here comes Troy Harwell down the far side. Puts a shot on McCoy, and he'll smother it for a whistle, and Yoakum is able to finally go retrieve his stick.
Yeah, a little bit of miscommunication there as number 4, Trevor Souza for the Sea Captains gave Yoakum his stick, and they eventually figured that out, but another puck drop in the Sea Captains attacking zone.
Ethan Ranger on the draw against Nolan Zotter here to the right of Tamar McCoy. 17:38 to go in this opening frame. Zotter wins the draw. Lubin tried to send it around, but it was picked off there by Essing. Now down low, Essing trips it in front, and nobody home there for the Sea Captains. Back the other way, Zach Sinopol hits Ram, goes under his stick though, chases Loftus into the corner. Zotter picks up the loose puck. Now tries to center it for Sinopol, hits a skate, goes to the far side. Lubin sends it in around behind the net. Loftus chips it up, looking for Kinahan, but not able to get it. Gens regain possession. Big hit there by Sinopol on Loftus on the end boards. Now Sinopol gets the pass from Ram out of the point. Lubin shot. That one's blocked by Essing. Zotter able to find it. Now dishes it to McCready. McCready shot. Goes wide on the far side. Zotter on the half wall. Loses the puck. Essing tries to exit the zone. Able to get it as far as center. McCready right there, though. He'll dump it back in as the puck's knocked down by Smith. And he'll look to exit his own zone. Hits Kinahan at center ice. He can't possess it. Nizzolillo gives it to Mulligan. Mulligan banks it off the boards. And this will not be icing as it rolls in on Yoakum. Now Mulligan back with it at his own blue line. Tried to play it to Kennedy through his legs. Loftus now backhands it, looking for Tapia off the boards, gives it away. Now another chance here. Kennedy in the middle after the pass from Murphy, but he couldn't handle it. And now Mulligan back at center ice. Mulligan hits Murphy. Now Nizzolillo on the near side. Centering pass. Kennedy in a low shot. Saved by Yoakum with the glove. And then Murphy on the rebound sends it up and out of play. 15:57 to go here in the opening frame.
Yeah, keeping the pressure on Yoakum early. That's what the Generals have been doing. Some great passing off the boards and, really trying to keep the puck out of center ice. But when they do, they're taking those shots.
Gens, a couple of good chances here after Norwich had a few early on. And now it'll be Jamison, Bain, and Kennedy on the draw. Kennedy wins it. Back to Murphy. Shot from the high slot goes wide. Now into the corner. Kennedy bodies Moran. As Nizzolillo tipped it up the half wall ever so slowly. And now it finds him again on the near side. Gets it to Mulligan at the point. Mulligan. Shot gets blocked by Chamel. And Savoie chips it in. Nizzolillo tried to center it. Goes off Shims. Now a shot from the far side by Savoie. High slot chance by Murphy. Gets deflected up and out of play. And we'll do it again here in the Norwich's offensive end.
And we will see a fresh set of legs come out for the Sea Captains, or actually for both teams rather, and we will pick up from there. 5 shots on goal so far for the Sea Captains, 4 for the Generals, one of those being that goal.
So Aiden Frolik on the draw against Bayer, and that one shot on goal saved by Yoakum. Gillishammer behind the net. Gets bodied there by Bayer, and a huge hit by Tyler Ram as he followed through Mateo Ramita behind the net. Now the Gens looking to keep it in. Now it comes to Aiden Bain on the far side. Can't get it around Demora though. Gillishammer enters the zone on the far side. Gets closed out by Ramita. And now Ramita takes it behind his own net. Chips it to Bayer. Bayer dumps it in. Demora chases, and it'll be icing. And, Demora catches Aiden Bain with a stick to the back of the head. I don't think he meant to do that. But you got to think Demora's going to head off here for a penalty.
Yeah, and Demora with the little open ice hit there in center ice before that play ended. Getting a little physical there. And we'll see what referee decides to do with him.
And he's probably going to get 2 for a high stick. And it's going to be, well, hold on a minute. Now Tegan Baird steps in the box along with Demora. And I think it was because Bayer kind of bodied him after the whistle, which is why Demora took exception with the stick. I don't think he meant to hit him in the head. I think he was just trying to go back after him. But McNamee also in the box now for the Generals. So it looks like it might have been a double minor. And we'll possibly play 4-on-3 here. Referees trying to sort out the laundry here. We'll see what happens, but currently 2 Northeast Generals players in the penalty box. Just 1 for Norwich.
Yeah, if you're Norwich and you see those 2 guys and, 3 on the ice, you're trying to take advantage of that any way you can, trying to get back and tie this game.
And what I think may be the case here is a 2 and 10 for Demora, so he'll get the 2 for slashing and a 10-minute misconduct because he hit him in the head. That's what I presume is going to be the case here, but as it stands right now, it's going to be, looks like a power play for Norwich. 5-on-4. They win the draw. Moran at the point. Shot gets blocked though by Felix. He looked to spring Gorman, but a nice defensive play, recovery by Moran to get back. Now Moran back to behind his own net, retrieves it, plays it up ice for Ranger. Now Ranger. Moran takes it behind his own net, leaves it off. Tim Hayden loses it. Loftus with it on the near side. Now played up by Gorman to the point. Shot by Ram, Saved by Yoakum. Mulligan now with it. Mulligan decides to just dump it in, and Ethan Ranger will go and collect it. Ethan Ranger from behind his own net, through his zone. Now to the neutral zone. Tim Hayden dumps it in, around, as Mulligan playing the body there. Now puck finds its way to the point. Harwell with it. Chips it down low. Centering pass. Deflected. Saved by McCoy. He didn't see it originally as Ranger put the shot on net from the high slot. And the puck finds its way all the way back down in the Norwich zone. Harwell tries to break out through the middle of the ice. Essing leaves it off for Souza. Souza to Harwell, and the puck came out of the zone, so it's offside. And Harwell with the shot well after the whistle. And cooler heads prevail. Generals didn't like it, but faceoff will come just outside their defensive end.
Yeah, Generals kind of coming to the aid of their goalie there, telling him we didn't like that. But we'll set up for the faceoff right outside the blue line.
Faceoff won by Norwich. Souza takes it in. Leaves it off for Loftus. Loftus one hand sticks it in. Gives it away though to Lubin. Lubin to Kennedy. Kennedy with speed on the outside. Kennedy. Loftus closes in. Leaves it for Zotter. Zotter in front. Tried to get it through to Lubin. And Lubin will have to take it and play it behind the net. Loftus now with it. Loftus takes it to the near side half boards. Souza now out of his own end. Through center ice. Souza will enter the zone. Leave it off for Kenahan. Kenahan shot blockered away by McCoy to the corner. Now being battled for down low. Kenahan comes out with it. Tries the wraparound. No avail. Now Harwell gives it away. Breakaway chance here for Nolan Murphy. Nolan Murphy in alone, hit the post. And a great effort on the back check, though, by Harwell as he kind of closed in on him at the last moment, forcing him to the outside. And the puck will go back the other way. As we're back to five-a-side hockey here. As back the other way, Hayden gives it away behind his own net. Felix with it. Now Nizzolillo in front. Oh, and a great save by Yoakum, robbing Murphy point blank. Now Mulligan a shot. That one gets blocked down. Back the other way. Breakaway chance here. Nice job by McCready. And he's going to get called for a penalty as he tripped up Holton going to the net.
Now the Generals playing some great transition game on both sides of the puck, especially offense, capitalizing on any opportunity they have, using their speed. This young team has a lot of speed, and they're able to get a lot of chances so far this first period.
And so to clear things up, it was not a 2 and a 10 on Demora. It was the Generals who got the extra minor. That was for the reason for the power play, but they'll be shorthanded once again as Ethan Ranger, as the net's loose, the officials fixing that, as we'll recite the numbers. Norwich 18% on the power play this year, and the Gens almost 90%, 89.8% successful on the penalty kill. And as we've mentioned several times, more shorthanded goals for than goals against, which is just astonishing as Ranger wins the draw. Now it's sent down low. McNamee comes out with it. He'll dump it out. Moran has Gillishammer on his back. Plays it over, though, to Hayden. Hayden back to Moran. Moran curls back behind his own net. Now takes it out in front of his net. As a giveaway there by Ranger. Now Gillishammer with it. Gillishammer decides to take it back to center ice, killing time. And he'll decide to send it in around as Yoakum out to play it. Moran collects it. Has Ram closing in on him. He'll chip it over to Hayden. Hayden just out of the reach of Ethan Ranger, and that one will go all the way down the ice for an icing with 1:21 left to go on the Norwich power play. 11:17 left in this first period. And a little bit of Van Halen playing here on this Sunday afternoon here at the Village. Nizzolillo on the draw as Ethan Ranger able to win it, though. And Moran now, far corner. Nizzolillo bothering him, able to get it to Bain, though. Bain plays it up the ice. Mulligan got a stick on it, able to deflect it in on McCoy. Now Lubin with it. Plays it through the middle, gives it away. Now Killian Ranger with it. He'll play it in. And the General is able to get it out. I believe it was Nuzzolillo on the near side who gets it in all the way to Yoakum. Now Hayden behind his own net. Had Sinople bothering him. Leaves it off for Harwell. Back to Hayden on the far side. Goes under his stick. Souza able to collect it, but he gets bothered by Felix, who gets it to Sinople. Kinahan, though, gets it back the other way. Souza tried to play it through into the General zone, but Mulligan was right there. Harwell gets knocked down by Felix, gets back up, plays it to center ice. And the Generals, though, send it back in. Now approaching 20 seconds left on the Norwich power play. Loftus behind his own net. Plays it up to Souza on the far side. Souza tried to center it for Essing. Lubin's there, though, and he'll send it in. Yoakum out to play it. He'll leave it off for Harwell. Harwell hits Souza on the far side. Souza plays it into his own bench. And a whistle here, just 2 seconds left on the Norwich power play.
You see some great defense there with a line of Tommy Lubin and Joey McCready. The Generals' defense just being brick walls, not letting the puck get past the blue line, and some great defensive efforts there.
And you're absolutely right, Liam. Aggressive penalty killing as we've seen all season. And Peyton Felix, one of the big parts in that, is we've seen his speed is very effective on the penalty kill. And now we have a situation here down towards the timekeeper's box. And the Norwich box is open, and it looks like Bayer is going to step into the box.
And you can see why this Northeast Generals team is a playoff contender for sure. He's playing some great penalty kill defense overall. Definitely not taking this last regular season game lightly, as there are 2 seconds remaining on that penalty.
So it looked like Tegan Bayer was going to step into the box. He was halfway in, but it remains empty in just 2 seconds as McCready looks to exit the box, and he's out. Generals back to full strength. And a whistle as the puck goes into the bench, and a little bit of extra stuff after the whistle.
That's Jack Demora. Little pushing and shoving there with a couple sea captains.
Yeah, Demora is a guy who plays with a lot of edge. He's dropped the gloves a couple times this season. Not shy to go into the dirty areas or be physical. As now Bayer and Zotter on the draw. Zotter wins it. Shot from the point by Ram goes high over the net. Now it's being battled for on the near side half wall. Players digging away at it. Comes out loose. Ram with it. Tries to pull it backhand to forehand. As now it's sent back up the ice by Holton, but not out. McNamee does a nice job there to keep it in, but finally does come out to center. Demora back with it in his own end. Demora banks it off the boards. Ram has it. Through the middle, takes it into the zone. Ram towards the net. Shot gets blocked by Moran. Leaks through him to the end boards. Now wrapped around to the other side. McNamee. Pass out of the reach of Zotter. Comes all the way to the other side. Demora pinching in. Ram now at the point with it. Cross ice to McNamee. McNamee a shot. That one goes wide, blocker side, or glove side rather. Now it comes back to center. Ram will collect it back in his own end as Norwich will make a fire wagon change here. And Sinople will chip it in.
Some fresh legs out for the Generals as well. Looks like.
Yeah, Sinople just a little bit too far behind the red line, so it's going to be icing here. So 8:52 left to go here in this first period. Generals with a 1-0 lead on the breakaway goal by Tyler Ram. Gen's able to win the draw. Demora gets closed in on behind the net. And wrestling still behind the net was Demora.
That was Demora on top of.
He was jawing with Max Tapia back there as they were both on the ice. And once again, Demora in the midst of the physicality.
And still a good amount of time to go here. 8:40 left in the first, but we'll see if that physicality continues into the second, as we've seen it multiple times.
Yeah, it looks like a player for Norwich needing some medical attention on the bench as the Generals trainer heads over there in between the whistle. We'll tell you who it is momentarily, but now a chance at front. Murphy and alone, a backhander save by Yoakum. Now played back out. Bain chips it up. 2-on-1 chance here. Chipped in by Tapia, but Mulligan back to retrieve it. Nuzzolillo out of his own zone. Chips it up too far ahead of Murphy and on Yoakum, who gets a snow shower there for Murphy after he takes a whistle. And now a crowd gathers briefly in front of the Norwich net, but things will cool down with 8:08 left to go in this first period.
Yeah, and Braden Kennedy knocking on Yoakum's door, and Yoakum just able to get that glove on it. As we will continue to stay in the Generals attacking zone with Gilsheimer taking the face off.
Loftus chips it up. Chanel chips it out. Chance for Harwell near side on the wing. Nice job by Cedric Savoie to get back. And now plays it to Gillishammer. Gillishammer now to Frolik on the far side. Frolik tried a backhand centering pass out of the reach of Gillishammer. Right on the stick of Loftus. Norwich sends it in. Savoie sends it around. Bounced over the stick of Frolik. Gillishammer blocks the shot. Now Smith sends him to the ice. Frolik in there. Another crowd gathers, and Ram comes in late. Looked like with a cross check on Smith, and I think Ram is going to head off here for a penalty.
And Ram still talking. So the Sea Captains didn't like that. He's still chirping on his way to the box, halfway in it. Talking to Daryl Smith of Norwich, who had just skated over to the bench, or is now coming back over to the timekeeper's area.
Oh, you don't want to see.
He'll go to the box.
So it looks like Smith in the box as well. There was a bit of a scrum that ensued, and it looked like Ram came in late with the cross check. Thought that might have been the only penalty, but apparently not. And you don't want to take penalties like that, but I will say you still got to love the investmentness from the Generals here today. Even though it's the last game of the season, they're still playing with emotion out there.
Still got the fire, and they're not letting up by any means. Not giving up without a fight here.
So, bit of a brief pause here as the officials explaining to both coaches. And I'm sure they don't want this to get out of hand, because for Norwich's case, they have nothing to play for today. Neither do the Generals in terms of that, but you don't want to lose anybody to suspension heading into the playoffs, and you don't want anybody injured out there for both teams' sake. You never want to see a player get hurt on the ice. So I'm sure the officials explaining to Kevin Cunningham, head coach of Norwich, and head coach Daryl Locke on the bench, that, hey, let's make sure we keep our heads on here, boys. So the face-off will come in. The defensive end for the Generals will play 4-on-4 here, as Gillishammer able to win that draw. Savoie sends it around to the far side. Now it's chipped in. Moran takes it behind his own net. Plays it off Rangers' skate, and Gillishammer able to pick his pocket. Gillishammer has Ranger on him. Slips it over to the far side. Savoie picks it up off the boards. Savoie tries to dump it in, got bothered by Bain. And a great play there by Aiden Frolik. Bats it out of midair on goal, but Yoakum was ready for it. Now Mulligan to Gillishammer. Plenty of space out there with the 4-on-4. Savoie down low, takes it behind the net. Savoie centers it. Nobody there as Yoakum sticks it away. Ranger gets it out as far as center, though. Gillishammer has to wait to enter as Frolik tags up. Now Gillishammer flips it in cross corner, and a big hit by Ethan Ranger on Gillishammer. And he'll go off to the bench. Generals change it up. Jamison Bain now with it through center ice. He'll dump it in. McCoy out to play it. Goes by him. Comes to the near side. Lubin able to get it loose. Now Felix with it out of his own zone. Hits Gorman on the wing. Gorman far side. Gets it back to Felix. But it's Hayden who jumps on the loose puck. Now gets it to Essing at center ice, but it's intercepted. Back the other way. Loftus collects it. Now Killian Ranger dumps it in. Gets it around the boards. Tries to beat McCready. A self-pass as it's loose as Essing got it loose, but passes it right to Nuzzolillo. Nuzzolillo with speed to the outside. Working on Loftus. Nuzzolillo a shot off the shoulder of Yoakum. And the rebound came back to Hayden. Now back the other way. Ranger with a chance. A shot goes just wide on the glove side of McCoy. And final seconds ticking off the 4-on-4. Sinople as Moran stepped into him as he entered the zone. So we're back to five-a-side hockey here. Now the puck on the corner. Behind the net, Tyler Ram picks it up. Gets it to McNamee at the point. One-timer, shot, deflected, saved by Yoakum. Comes out to Lubin. Lubin to Sinople down low. Sinople tried to center it. Gets batted away by Essing. There's a Lillo now. Tied up with Essing in the corner. Picked up by Ramita. Tried to get it out. Lubin keeps it in. Ram now able to keep it in on the blue line. Got it sticked away, though, as Ranger can't get it out. Comes to Moran, though, on the far side in front of his own bench. Goes D to Ramita. Ramita decides to tee one up and dump it in all the way around as Byer will pick it up. Byer tried to center it. Now a wheel-in shot by Kinahan. Goes wide. May have got a piece of McCoy's skate on the way there. And now Ram. As Murphy gives it away to Loftus. Loftus a shot from the high slot. Nobody in front, though. Easy save by McCoy. Now McNamee plays it around all the way to Ram at the blue line. Ram chips it by Smith. Zotter. Now Smith. Ram takes it back to center ice. Zotter enters the zone. Smith with it. Collision there between Tamora and Byer. Tamora to Murphy. Now dumped in, though, by Kinahan. Tamora collects it. Has Byer on him. Byer picks his pocket. Centers it, looking for Hayden. And now back the other way. Murphy picks it up. Has Zotter with him. Murphy to Zotter, but the puck was too far in the air, and it goes over Zotter's stick. Now Zotter gives it away. Smith back the other way. As that one goes off Byer's stick at center ice, but Daryl Smith picks it right back up, dumps it in. McCoy able to get a piece of it, leaving it off for Tamora. Tamora wins the puck and chips it through the neutral zone. Lampert now. Lambert. As Harwell turns that over. Now Sachs gives it away. Mulligan with it. Mulligan to the outside. Mulligan, nice move. Couldn't pull it off, though, to the net. Felix tried to pick up the puck, but Souza back the other way with it. Harwell enters the zone. Nice job, though, there by Cody Lampert to disturb him. Souza finds it. A shot and a save by McCoy. Didn't know where the rebound went. Popped up in the air. Now Sachs a shot from the point. Deflects off Mulligan's stick. And it was going wide, and then Mulligan tipped it closer towards the net. Now it comes in on Yoakum. Both teams will change up here. Moran plays it around to Sachs. Tipped by Souza. Bouncing puck in on McCoy. And with Essing closing in, McCoy will force to take a whistle with 2:36 left to go in this first period. And it looks like a player, it was Sachs, kind of fell down going to the bench. And I hope he's all right getting into the bench. And faceoff will come now to DeMar McCoy's left. Kennedy on the draw against Ethan Ranger. Ranger wins it. Shot back to the point by Ramita. Gets deflected and goes over the net. Now it's tied up on the far side. Comes to McCready. He'll take it behind the net. McCready. And bounced off Kennedy's stick. Ethan Ranger able to chip it back in. McCoy plays it out of the reach of McCready. Now the Gens looking to break out here. Kennedy enters the zone. Leaves it off. Murphy's shot on net. Blocked away by Yoakum. Now it's on the far side. Hayden chips it up the boards. Murphy slips it through to Nizzolillo, a shot. Doesn't get through. Hit Ramita in front. Now another centering pass goes out of the reach there. McCready with it. To Lubin at the point. Shot deflects through the legs. Rebound, score! Nolan Murphy lights the lamp. It's 2-0 Generals on an awkward deflection that just found Murphy, and he buries the loose puck.
Yeah, that was a great job and great positioning for Murphy on that rebound. Some great passing up top. And Murphy able to flick that one in off the ricochet from Yoakum.
So Nolan Murphy grabs his team-leading 30th goal of the season. And I'm sure that's got to feel good for him, getting to the 30-goal mark in the final game of the season. So Generals now, with just 1:40 approaching left in this first period, have a 2-goal lead. As that puck's sent back in, Gillishammer plays it behind the net to Frolik. Frolik looking in front for Ram. He scores! Tyler Ram has number 2 on the afternoon, and just like that, it's 3-0. 2 quick goals for the Gens here in the first.
And talk about not letting up in the last game of the regular season as they continue to put pressure on offense and put pucks in the back of the net. Some great job keeping the intensity high for the Generals.
So a nice centering dish there by Aiden Frolik, finding Tyler Ram, grabbing his 21st goal of the season. That one sent back in around. Yoakum out to play it. Nobody there, though, is now Gillishammer. Giveaway. Generals looking to score 3 goals in a matter of about 30 seconds.
Yeah,
but Yoakum up to the task there, making the save.
Yeah, Yoakum was stuck behind the net. Had to get back into position and just barely did, as the Generals almost flicked in a third in a row.
So 1:22 left in this opening frame. Generals pouring it on here at the end of the first. Ram off the face-off win by Gillishammer. Now Gillishammer being bothered there by Souza and Ramita. Souza able to get it as far as center. McNamee chips it back in, though. Yoakum gets a piece of it with his paddle, and that's sent up the boards. Souza looks to break out. Souza takes it out of his own zone. Gets laid out there by Demora. And Demora, a few extra words for him after he sat him down. And now Ram back the other way. Ram with speed to the outside. Tried to get it to Gillishammer, but too far ahead of him. Now Demora back at center ice as Souza goes right back after him. Demora, another big hit on Ramita. Jack Demora is a wrecking ball here in the first period. Now Frolik chips it up the boards. As puck's down low, Ram puts a body into Ranger, who bumps into McCoy, and McCoy finds it and takes a whistle with 26 seconds left in this first period. But Liam, how about Jack Demora on that shift?
Yeah, we've seen multiple giant wrecking ball hits, as you put it, and he's not letting up for anybody. He's going to keep that intensity high. He's going to play to his best ability as he skates off to the bench. 17 shots on goal for the Generals, 11 for Norwich.
It's a stalemate off the draw. Jamison Bain comes out with it. Tries to shoot it from the high slot. Doesn't get through. Harwell gives it back to him, though. Tries to leave it off for Hayden at the point. Harwell now chips it behind the net. Bain. Now a shot from the point. Deflected. Saved by McCoy. As Ramita put one on net. I think Shamel got a piece of it. Now Hayden tees one up. And a glove save at the buzzer by DeMar.
By Nolan Murphy and Tyler Ram with 2. So we're just about to get underway, and we're going to see how Norwich wants to answer back.
Andrew Bluestein, Lam O'Neill here live from the Village, bringing you this broadcast on Hockey TV as the face-off won by Generals, and they'll chip it into the offensive zone. Loftus, though, takes it from behind the net. Chips it up the boards. Savoie able to send that back in behind the net. There's a Lillo, picks it up. Chips it to Mulligan. Mulligan backhand shovels it back as far as the half wall, still being battled for. As Kinahan gives it right to Mulligan. Mulligan. There's a Lillo, tried to get it cross ice. Murphy Savoie steps into one. Nobody in front, though, and Yoakum sees it all the way. No rebound and a whistle.
They got some great passing by the Generals, doing a great job of moving the puck around, getting some good opportunities, open shots, and Savoie let one rip there, but Yoakum shut the door.
So face off to the left of Andrew Yoakum, Aiden Frolik, and Troy Harwell. Excuse me, it'll be Trevor Souza on the face-off. Souza wins it, gets it to Killian Ranger. He gets dumped there by Ram as the puck goes back behind the net. Mulligan to retrieve it, plays it to Ram. Gives it away though as Souza tried to center it, nobody there. Oh, and Frolik avoids almost a big hit there from Moran, and Frolik able to get it in, but Gens are offside, so they have to tag up. Harwell flips it to center ice, is looking for Ranger on a stretch pass. Gilleshammer sends it in, Ram sends it far side. Frolik chips it to Savoie, he backhands it in off the boards. Now Gilleshammer gets it to Savoie, over to Mulligan, whose shot goes wide. Now another centering pass by Frolik, right onto the stick though of Moran. That one's chipped out. Eddie Mulligan chips it off the boards. Harwell brings it in, and Norwich is offside with 18:31 left in this second period.
Yeah, great job of possession on the Generals, keeping the puck in the attacking zone. Just making good passes, making sure the Sea Captains can't get any easy takes. And an offside face-off right here.
Stephen Byer able to win that draw. Demora, D to D to McNamee. Ramita plays it off the boards right onto the stick of McNamee. And that one's sent in by Holton. McCoy out to play it. Leaves it off for Demora. Demora takes it off the blocker on the bench of Brendan Pellerito, the backup netminder. And the faceoff will come back into the general zone. Or no, they're going to say it's outside the general zone. Byer wins that draw. Back to get it is Hayden. Hayden in his own end banks it off the boards. Go Ramita. Ramita trying to headman it out. Gets it up to Tapia. Tapia knocks down Demora as he enters the zone, and Lambert jumps on it, plays it over to McNamee off the stick of Felix. Now Lambert back with it at his own blue line. Flips it to center ice, gives it away, and Hayden dumps it in on McCoy. Ooh, that was a little too close.
McCoy there.
Yeah, a little too close for comfort. And now Hayden from the pointer shot, blocked by McNamee off his knee pads. McNamee tried to play it through the middle, gives it away, and Tapia almost had a great chance there, but he then turned the puck over, and it's sent back all the way down the ice. And this will be another icing as Ramito wins that race.
A little bit of shaky defense there, starting off for the Generals. McCoy almost kind of tipped off the post, trying to retrieve a puck, but Generals using the boards well, and we'll see another face-off in the defending zone.
So Jamison Bain and Peyton Felix to the left of McCoy. Bain wins the draw. Loftus cross corner as Demora heavy there on the puck, chips it up. Lambert leaves it off for Demora through the middle. Now Gorman a shot, glove save by Yoakum, and a whistle. 17:08 now to go in this second period. Yes. Sorry, go ahead, Liam. I was just going to say the Generals were making a change there. We'll get a full change as now Zotter will come on to take the face off. Jamison Bain still out there. Zotter able to win the draw, wheeled it towards the goal. Now Zotter off the half wall, shoots it just wide, blocker's side. Lubin now plays it across. McCready goes to retrieve it. He'll send it in around the boards. Out of the reach of Tyler Ram, but it comes all the way to Lubin on the far side. Lubin sends it down low to Sinopol. Sinopol, centering pass for Zotter, bounced off his stick. McCready picks it up. He'll take it behind the net, leave it off for Sinopol. Sinopol chips it to Ram. Ram now with it in the near side corner. Ram now cross-ice pass to Lubin. Lubin, nice move there. Deked out. Lipinski gets it towards the front of the net. Now Loftus gets it and will skate it back the other way and just dumps it in as McCoy out to play it. McCoy sends it up for McCready. Good transition there by DeMar McCoy. Trying to get the puck up ice. Deflects high up in the air in the neutral zone. And now it's being battled for here in the neutral zone. Half wall. Ethan Ranger comes out with a 2-on-1 bid. Gets it to Kinahan. Far side shot. Glove save by McCoy. And the puck bounces all the way to the corner. Now Murphy with it through center ice into the zone. Murphy centering pass for Ram. Bounces off his stick. Kinahan bothering him from behind. As Zotter stays with it. Now Zotter pulls up into the corner. Tries to maneuver his way towards the faceoff dot. Now Ram has it. Ram just out of the reach of Zotter, but McCready has it. Steps into one, a shot. And Moran may have got a piece of that and it deflect off the end board glass. Now Nuzzolillo. Send it around by Smith. Essing now with it. Essing flips it up towards center ice. Mulligan tried to punch at it, couldn't handle it, but now Savoie sends it down the ice, and this will be another icing as Moran wins that race. So the faceoff coming back all the way into the Generals' defensive zone.
So far, Norwich hasn't been really capitalizing on all opportunities. They've had a few shots on goal, a couple here and there, but really trying to push the tempo to their side. Hopefully they can get something rolling.
And Jen's able to win that draw. Mulligan gives it away. Souza with it. Leaves it off for Harwell. Harwell picks it up and now gives it away. 2-on-1 bid. Nuzzolillo with Kennedy. And Nuzzolillo couldn't handle the pass. Able to find Kennedy, though, still in front. Kennedy's shot was stopped by Yoakum. Puck now comes to the far side. Mulligan off the half wall, couldn't handle it. Now he gets it back, though. Mulligan, stick handling, gets it to Nuzzolillo. Centering pass for Kennedy, tipped. That one goes into the near corner. Murphy now with it. Takes it to the high slot. Shot, whiffs on it, and then dumps it towards the far side half wall, and we're going to get a penalty here, I believe. And I think the Generals are going to have a power play. Looks like Tim Hayden, the guilty party. We'll see what the call is. And it's going to be a trip.
And that's not what you want to do if you're Norwich. Give them the man advantage, and with what the Generals have done in the first period, it's not where you want to be if you're the Sea Captains.
So the Generals with their first power play of the afternoon, 20% on the season. Felix wins the draw out there with Zotter, Ram, and McNamee, Demora playing the points. McNamee down low to Zotter. Now Zotter off the half wall. Tried to play it across the ice, but Byer does a good job there, intercepts it and sends it all the way down the ice. DeMar McCoy out to play it. Flips it over to Demora. Demora tries to hit Zotter through the middle, able to get a stick on it though, so no icing. Smith picked it up and almost gave it away right in front to Zotter. Another big hit by Demora, but he's going to get called for a penalty here, I believe. Yeah, I believe we're going to get an elbow maybe, or a charging, yep. So Demora, a little bit too many strides going into that check and the end boards, and as we mentioned, Demora being a wrecking ball here this afternoon gets a penalty there.
And he's known for being physical. He's known for taking those hits, but that one's going to come back to bite him. And that's not his first trip to the box tonight, as he was in there earlier in the first.
So just 35 seconds into the Generals power play, they find themselves playing 4-on-4 here for the next 125. Is now Mulligan. Nice move there out of his own end. Dumps it in too far ahead, and this will be icing.
Some great stick handling by Mulligan there, able to juke out the defender and get past center ice. 20 shots on goal for the Generals, 14 for the Norwich Sea Captains. As a minute 47 remains in the Generals' end of the bargain. A minute 12, Norwich.
Norwich able to win the draw, Ranger does, and now it's chipped in behind the net. Mulligan able to collect it. Mulligan hits Nuzzolillo on the far wing. Nuzzolillo with speed through the neutral zone. Now in to the Norwich end. Tries to center it, hits the apron and goes behind the net. McNamee trying to maneuver down low, and Moran able to turn that puck over. And a big hit by Nuzzolillo. Couldn't see who he sat down in the corner there. I think it was Jamison Bain. And now back the other way. Ethan Ranger with it on the near side. Dances around Mulligan. Ranger centers it.
Great defense by Mulligan.
Now McNamee through center ice. It's Felix on the wing with speed. Felix a shot off the post. And that one finds its way to the point. Mulligan dumps it in. Now Gillishammer picks it up. Gillishammer behind the net. Gillishammer. Cross-ice pass to Gorman. And I don't know if Joachim got a piece of that, but Gorman had a great chance, and he either missed the net or Joachim with a big save. As now that ends the 4-on-4, so 35-second power play for the Sea Captains, but General's able to get it in. Gorman looking for Gillishammer in front, just out of his reach. Now Ethan Ranger back the other way. Tries to get around McNamee. McNamee, a good job there of sealing him off, and it's sent back down the ice as now approaching 15 seconds left on the power play for Norwich, including the 4-on-4. Souza tries to take it through the neutral zone, gets knocked down by Gorman. I'll dump it in cross corner though. Lubin picks it up. Essing rides him to the boards, and that'll do it. Back to five-a-side hockey as Demora exits the box. Approaching the midway point here of this second period. Just under 12 minutes to go as Gillishammer decides to flip it in on Joachim. Joachim leaves it off for Sachs. Sachs can't get it to his teammate as McCready is shot from the point as Frolik chipped it to him. Ram battles for it. Nice play by Lubin to keep it in. McCready now keeps it in on the near side. Puck rides the dasher all the way around the other side. Ram a shot in front. Was looking for a tip from Zotter. Puck goes to the corner though. Loftus now behind the net. Chips it off the glass. Puck rides the dasher there. Lubin to Ram down low. Ram takes it up the half wall. Killian Ranger, though, picks his pocket and then gives it away to Lubin. Lubin, a nice move to the outside. Back door to Frolik, and a great save by Andrew Joachim, going from his left to his right to smother that puck with 11:03 to go in the second period.
Yeah, and a great setup for Aiden Frolik. Beautiful one-timer there, but Joachim able to stop that one. And the Generals playing some great up-in-your-face offense, just pounding that puck in the attacking zone. As they have now moved to 22 shots on goal in the game.
Nolan Zotter able to win that draw. Ram sends it in down low behind the net. Frolik tied up there with Hayden. Now Ramita in there as well. Now Ram comes in. Nolan Zotter in there as well. It's a rugby scrum for it. Puck finally comes out loose. And it's tripped up by Ramita, but Savoie, in the process of his shot, collided as now, here we go, a scrap between Savoie and Holton. They're throwing haymakers, and both players will go to the ice as Cam Holton didn't like the hit from Savoie. Savoie, I think it was Troy Harwell that took the brunt end of that collision. Savoie was in the middle of his shot, and it was Harwell that initiated the contact, and Savoie just kind of leaned his shoulder as Harwell's having some trouble putting weight on that left leg coming off the ice. You hope he's all right, but Savoie will head off the ice and Holton to the box. And they're going to tell Holton to head off to the ice. And not sure if either of those two players will return. The third period action, we'll have to wait and see for that. But temper's running high here in this season finale.
Yeah, and we saw it in the first period, and it has continued on to the second. Some big hits and then some haymakers being thrown just now. So, as the referees discuss, we'll get back to action shortly.
Yeah, so another delay as the officials trying to sort out the laundry. And I'm not sure if Savoie, I thought maybe he had a penalty called on him initially. Thought I saw the official's hand in the air, but Holton took immediate exception to it. It went right after Savoie, but Savoie answered the bell there as two tough customers going at it with one another. It was a pretty solid fight. Both players able to land a couple of good punches in, and they both went to the ice simultaneously. And now Now the officials talking to General's bench. The players will wait. Generals currently have the edge in shots at 22-14. And now we'll get play back going here as the faceoff will be to the left of Andrew Yoakum. And it'll be Nolan Zotter and Ethan Ranger on the faceoff. 10:38 left in this second period. Zotter wins the draw, but he wins it too cleanly. It comes out of the zone. McNamee has to dump it in, and it goes off, it ramps up off of the paddle of Yoakum and goes out of play. So we'll drop the puck again here in the Norwich zone. And Harwell taking the test run with that leg. It looks like he's fine and he'll stay in the game, so good to see that. Now the face-off once again, this time Felix on the draw, or excuse me, Frolik. And Frolik wins it, comes out of the zone. Mulligan has to go back and get it. Gives it away though. Essing picks up the puck, has to wait for Kinahan to tag up. Ranger turns it over to Zotter. Now a chance the other way. Frolik enters, leaves it off for Ram. Ram looking for the hat trick, he hit the post! And it came out the other side. Now Kinahan able to get it out, leaves it off for Essing. Can't get it past center ice though as Mulligan was there. Now Zotter with it. Gets bumped by Ranger. Essing to Kinahan on the near side wing. And he gives it away though. McNamee can't exit the zone. Ethan Ranger now down low. Puck goes all the way to the point. Daryl Smith the drive. That one's blocked by Frolik off his stick. Mulligan flips it way up in the air off the roof. And a whistle, 9:43 to go here in this second period. Faceoff will stay in the Generals' defensive end.
And not too much action in the second period here so far for DeMar McCoy, the Generals goaltender, but we'll see some action here as we take the faceoff in their zone, and we see the Sea Captains trying to make a move here.
Fire wins that draw. Tried to get it to Schermel in the high slot, but Gen's back the other way. Nuzzolillo couldn't get to the puck as Moran beat him there. Now Byer gives it away at center ice to Kennedy. Demora looking for Murphy. Murphy able to stay with it. He'll dump it in off of the end boards. Puck rides up the apron of the goal. Now comes to Moran. Moran with it in the near corner. Moran gets bumped there by Nuzzolillo. Now Sachs with it on the far side. Try to play it to Schermel in the middle. Now Killian Ranger picks up the puck. Coming down the wing, a shot. That one goes wide on the glove side. Ranger wasn't able to elevate that puck. Now it's dumped right back in on DeMar McCoy. He leaves it off for McCready. McCready plays it up to Nolan Murphy at his own blue line. Just past the reach of Tegan Bayer. And now the puck finds its way to Moran behind the net. Ramita gives it away, though, to Gorman. Now Peyton Felix in there. As Ramita able to find it, though, and now it's back to center ice. Gorman. As now Murphy tries to send it in, fanned on it, but it does go all the way in on Yoakum, who comes out to play it. Moran played it around as he was on the receiving end of a hit by Gorman. Now Demora takes it towards the middle. Now to the outside. Curls back towards the point. Cross ice pass to Lambert. Lambert to McCready. McCready over to Demora. Walking in. Demora centering pass. Looking for Gorman. Couldn't get a stick on it. Now Joey McCready. Passes it to Felix down. Nice move by Felix. Goes to the front. Blocker saved though by Yoakum. Moran tries to play Ramita. Lambert closes him out. Gorman throws it back towards the net. Felix! A chance and a great glove save there by Yoakum, making it look ever so casual with 7:53 to go in the second period.
And what's amazing on that play was Jack Demora was almost everywhere on the ice. You saw him making passes and getting to his spots, and he was going on the inside, back up top. He was just everywhere making plays. So some great job of getting everyone involved for the Generals in that play there.
Jack Demora has been very noticeable this afternoon, and we've seen Demora play a couple games for the NA team as well this season. He has a promising hockey career ahead of him, and this one now being battled for on the near side. Frolik As now Lubin plays it around to the far side. Ram goes off his skate. Able to find McNamee, and that one just goes under Gillishammer's stick as Yoakum all the way out to play it at the hash marks. If Frolik collides with him, it was just an incidental collision. And now a chance for Harwell, and a save by McCoy. The rebound comes out to the face-off circle, and now a deflected shot in front. Finds its way behind the net. Harwell spins it down low. Lubin, one hand sticks it to the far side. Ethan Ranger, though, collects it. Gives it away to Frolik. Frolik, nice move there to avoid Hayden at the blue line. Frolik gives it to Gillishammer. Gillishammer's shot. Had saved by Yoakum. Goes behind the net. Ram finishes his head check on Hayden. Or rather, Romita behind the net. Now a chance here for Harwell. And the puck just escaped him and went to the end boards. That one's chipped off the glass. Kept in by Kinahan, who shoots one on net, and it took a weird hop in front. Now Lubin. Cross-ice pass, gets it to Frolik. Generals will change up. Frolik gets bodied there by Hayden. Stapled up against the boards. Frolik able to come out of the scramble there as gets it to Demora. Gillishammer leaves it off for Zotter, who goes to the net. And a good poke check there by Yoakum with some help from Smith. And now Harwell tries to bring it in. Nice job there by Mulligan to stay with him. As Demora tries to spring Gorman. Gorman able to get around Smith. Now Sinopel with it. Sinopel gets rid into the boards. And now Mulligan. D to Demora. Demora in front. Hits a skate. And Essing able to jump on it. Tries to spring Kinahan. Not a lot of gas left in the tank. And Demora goes to collect it. As now Mulligan with it. Plays it up the half wall to Sinopel. Essing sends it back in. Ranger bumps Mulligan. Now Ranger comes out with it in front, and it goes just over the stick of Essing as he had a great chance point blank. Now here comes Demora back the other way. Has Gorman going to the net. Tries to get it to Gorman, and it goes in on goal. Yoakum sticks it away. Approaching the 5-minute mark here of this second period. Now a great move there. Zotter a shot. Doesn't get through. Penalty coming up here, and I believe the Generals will head to the power play. It's going to be a cross check. And I think it's going to be Ethan Ranger stepping off.
The Generals definitely have Norwich out in front, a little flustered. Obviously taking advantage of these offensive plays and really quick on the transition, getting back on defense and getting the puck in their favor. So they will head to the penalty, or the power play rather. And
well, now it looks like it's going to be Demora. Interesting call there because it was the Sea Captains who had possession of the puck when they blew the whistle, so it seemed as if they had the penalty, but nope, it's Demora who will step into the box for his third time this afternoon. And power play opportunity here for the Sea Captains. They win the draw. Souza throws that one towards the goal, and it goes into the corner. Now Kennedy gets it out to Nizzolillo. Has one man to beat. Nizzolillo, shot! He scores! Matthew Nizzolillo, a short-handed goal. Goes 5-hole on Yoakum, and the Generals lead it 4-0.
And the speed from Nizzolillo allowed him to get one man to beat. With the man still in front, he fires a rocket into the 5-hole of Yoakum's goal.
And for Matthew Nizzolillo, that's his 24th goal of the season. And that'll be his 7th short-handed goal. That is a very impressive statistic.
That goal was something. He fired that thing.
So, still plenty of time left. And another chance, and they score off the rebound. It's Gorman. 2 short-handed goals in 5 seconds. And the Generals now lead at 5-0. My goodness.
Sean Gorman in the right place at the right time off the rebound. Off of Yoakum's pad, and he puts it in the back of the net. 5-0 is the lead for the Northeast Generals now.
It was Felix who put the shot on net, and Yoakum kicked the rebound right out to Gorman, who finishes it. And that's Gorman's 20th goal of the season.
Some truly incredible offense we're seeing.
So the Gens now have 7 players who have scored at least 20 goals this season. As now Gorman again shorthanded as Felix was just offside on the far side. So the faceoff just outside the blue line with 4:33 to go in this second period.
It looks like we will get a change. Gorman will head to the bench, get a fresh set of lights out for the Generals. As faceoff just outside of the Generals attacking zone.
Kennedy now with it. Kennedy puts one on goal, and Joachim will be forced to smother it. Boy, you really can't tell who has the power play here. The Generals have had at least 3 scoring chances now, including cashing in on 2 of them.
Shorthand or not, it really didn't matter this season for the Generals. They really just took advantage and put the offense in their favor.
Chamel now with it. Gives it to Byer behind his net. Byer gives it away though. Nizzolillo collects it, and he'll kill some time and take it back towards his own end. And he'll just dump it across the ice all the way down. Byer tries to hit Killian Ranger through the middle. Nizzolillo, though, very good effort on the back check, able to beat him to the puck, and he'll send it once again all the way down the ice. 45 seconds left on the Sea Captain's power play. Ramita exits his own zone through center ice. Now takes it into the Generals' defensive zone. Ramita shot on net, saved by McCoy. Thought it may have leaked through him. And Tyler Ram able to find it and send it all the way down the ice. 25 seconds left on the power play. Stretch pass attempt there as Jamison Bain was at the blue line. Generals able to find it though. Ram gets it to Gillishammer. Gillishammer now back to McNamee. McNamee will just flip it and spoon it all the way down the ice as Joachim comes out to play it, and that will kill off Demora's penalty. So we're back to 5-a-side hockey here. Generals cashing in with 2 short-handed goals on that last Norwich power play. Bain gets it to Harwell. Harwell kicked the puck a little bit too far ahead of him, but he's able to catch up to it. And then Demora steals it from him. Demora behind the net. Poke to McNamee. McNamee with it. McNamee across the ice. That one's knocked down with a high stick by Sachs. So a whistle, and the faceoff will come all the way down in the Norwich defensive end with 2:41 left to go in this second period.
Generals back to full strength, but it really looked like they were on full strength when Demora was in the box. It really didn't matter for them.
So the Generals now on the season have 25 shorthanded goals scored, and they've only allowed 19. That is unheard of in hockey. Killian Ranger on the far side, chips it around. Moran. As Tapia gets upended by Lambert. Now Ram, or Felix rather, a fancy move now. Gorman takes it towards the middle. McCready now. His shot gloved and held by Joachim. And another face-off here in the Norwich end.
So 31 shots on goal now for Northeast Generals and 16 for the Sea Captains. So 14 Moran. And Nicholas Sachs will head to the bench for the Sea Captains.
Puck squeaks through to Mulligan. Mulligan pinching in. Gorman covering for him at the point. Now it's being battled for on the near side boards. Still digging away at it. The officials telling the players to move the puck. Finally comes out as Byer has it. Byer throws back towards his own net. Tries to get it to Ranger, too far ahead of him. Ranger wins the race though, so no icing. Mulligan puts a body into him to the end boards. Now Gorman flips it back up to center ice, bounces over the stick of Smith. Lambert with speed, able to win the race to the puck. Smith initiates the contact, but Lambert sits him down. Now Gorman off the half wall shot, and not sure if it was the crossbar or Joachim that got a piece of it, but it goes up and out of play. 1:28 now left to go in this second frame.
You got to think a little bit of panic set in when Cody Lambert caught up to that puck and was able to draw some contact in the corner there. No shot on goal there.
Nolan Sauter and Ethan Ranger. the left of Andrew Yoakum. Sauter wins the draw. Ram now chips it in. Ram over to McNamee on the far side. I've just noticed that Tyler Ram and Tommy Lubin have switched. Tyler Ram is now playing defense. Tommy Lubin's playing forward. As Sauter now enters the zone. 2-on-1 chance here with Ram. Sauter shoots. That one goes wide over the glove side. And so now Lubin and Ram will switch back. That was interesting. As Sauter now off the half wall. Down low to Sinopol. Sinopol's centering pass. McNamee down. Tees one up. Save Yoakum. Rebound. Still loose in the crease. And Yoakum able to find it and take a whistle. And there's 34 seconds left in the second period.
A little scuffle there in the crease, but Yoakum able to sit on it and trap the puck there.
Yeah, that was an interesting sequence on that previous shift as Tommy Lubin was playing forward for about a good 30 seconds. And him and Tyler Ram did not switch back. And they eventually did by the end of the shift, but interesting piece of something I noticed there as clock ticking under 30 seconds now, down to 20. Puck being battled for on the near side. Comes out to Demora. Walks towards the middle. Goes to Mulligan on the other side. Mulligan has a little bit of trouble with it, able to retain it, but then he gives it up to Loftus. His pass just out of Harwell's reach. Ruled no icing as Demora had a little bit of trouble with it. Harwell picks it up, tries to center it to Lipinski. And that will do it for this.
You know, moving their offense, it doesn't look like that'll happen anytime soon, so we'll see how they want to answer, but we're about to drop the puck here.
Whistle off the draw, so there are no carryover penalties or power plays, but it does seem as if Cedric Savoie and Cam Holton will be done for the afternoon after their scrap back in the second period. And we'll do it again. Kennedy wins that draw. Lubin now chips it off the half wall. Nuzalillo ran into there by Loftus. As now Lubin with it at center ice. Lubin sends one in on
Good glove save.
as just realized the Sea Captains have made a goaltending change, so Andrew Yoakum will get the rest of the day and the rest of the season off as Brendan Pellerito now in net for the Sea Captains. Nuzalillo brings it in. Kennedy's shot backhander goes just wide. Now Nolan Murphy with it. Loftus tries to play it out. Mulligan keeps it in. Brendan Pellerito out of Kalamazoo, Michigan, has a record of 3-9-2 on the season, of .410 goals against average and a .894 save percentage. Now Lubin with it, tries to hit Ram. Ram now, puck too far ahead of him, but he tries to collect it at the end boards. Now Lubin has it. Lubin centers it to Mulligan. Mulligan, plenty of time and space, walks in. Mulligan a shot. Glove saved by Pellerito, and he'll cover the rebound here.
Eddie Mulligan had all the time in the world. Decided to get a little closer, hopefully get his shot in, but too much traffic in the lane. But starting out pretty well for the Northeast Generals, as it has been all game. And it looks like Gillishammer will take the face off.
And that one's won by Bayer, but the Gens repossess the puck. And then it gets turned over. Bayer now back to Moran. Moran behind the net. Plays it off the far side boards. Puck deflects high up in the air. Chamel catches it, places it down. Now gives it to Moran. Moran on the far side, banks it off the boards. Goes to Demora, though, at center ice. Demora tries to send it in, and I believe it was Chamel who tried to lay a hit on Demora, and he kind of whipped and fell awkwardly, went into the boards, and he is very slow to get up, and he is crawling back to the bench.
I don't know how much of that shot was absorbed from Demora, but it looks like he got a good chunk of it, and he's going to sit down and get some medical attention here.
Yeah, so we hope Drew Chamel's okay. He's on the bench now, getting looked at by the trainer. As now the face-off will come back in the Norwich zone. to the right of Brendan Pellerito.
Peyton Felix will take it to the Generals.
Peyton Felix and Ethan Ranger. Felix wins a draw. Gorman a shot. The loop to the point as McNamee chipped in. Now Demora to McNamee. McNamee plays it off the boards in down low. Moran, though, gets it behind the net, gives it away to Gorman. Lambert tries to get it back to Gorman behind the net. That one's sent to the other side. Demora picks it up. Demora takes it around the net. And a big hit there by Moran as he sits down Demora. And now back the other way. Kenahan with speed. Chips it past McNamee. Now the puck out to the point. Ramita chips it in. Past Essing. Lambert picks it up. Lambert now takes it to the far side. Hits Gorman through the middle. Gorman with speed to the outside. Working on Hayden. Gorman pulls up. Gets pushed to the ice. Nice job there by Hayden. Puck comes back to center. McCready. Pass ice to Mulligan. Mulligan walks in, shoots, and a save by Pellerito. And goes to the near side. Souza gets it out, but it goes right onto the stick of Mulligan. Mulligan banks it off the kick blade. Joey McCready gives it away. Souza, and a big hit there by Eddie Mulligan as he stepped in to Trevor Souza. Now Souza leaves it back off. Nice move there by Tapia. He's able to get it in deep, but Zotter picks it up. Zotter gets bothered there by Jamison Bain. Zotter through the middle, looking to spring Nick Rahm on a stretch pass. Would have had a breakaway and a chance for the hat trick. Ram hit the post in the second off of a nice chance on a 2-on-1 bid. And now Ramita chips it up the boards to Souza. Souza once again off the roof for the second time this afternoon, and with 16:26 left to go here in this final frame. The faceoff will come just outside the Sea Captain's end.
You know, still seeing a little bit more physicality on both sides. Norwich kind of picking up the pace, giving a little bit of the sideboard hits here as face-off right outside the Norwich defending zone.
Kennedy won the draw, but he chipped it right to Loftus. Now Kennedy back with it. He'll send it in cross corner. Murphy chasing Smith. Smith gets there first, banks it off the boards out of the zone. But McNamee gets it at center ice, and he'll send it back in. Loftus, though, now with it. Loftus banks it off the kick blade behind his own net. As sent out by Killian Ranger. Past Fire as Lubin gloved it down. Now Nizzolillo back the other way. Gives it to Murphy to Nizzolillo going to the net. Tries a fancy move and couldn't pull it off as he had Pellerito beat. Now Smith to Harwell. Harwell, backhand shovel pass towards the middle. Right onto the stick, though, of Braden Kennedy, who sends it in. Pellerito leaves it off. Daryl Smith. Egan Byer plays it up the boards. Owen McNamee sends it in. Pellerito leaves it off. A miscommunication there between Smith and Loftus, which allows Gillishammer to collect the puck. Lubin, D to McNamee. McNamee tees one up. It was going high and wide, but Pellerito gloves it for a whistle with 15:21 to go here in the third.
Generals keeping that on offensive intensity. Keeping the puck in the attacking zone, making sure they're spending very little time in the defending zone.
Nader Frolik on that draw. It was able to win it, but it hit a skate and goes to the far side. Norwich able to exit the zone. Essing now with speed, catches up to it, tried to chip it to Kenahan. Nice play, though, by Lubin to disrupt that pass, and a chance by Ranger in the high slot. Now has it, gets it to the front of the net. Essing a shot, and a save by Tamar McCoy, robbing Kenahan down low.
That was only the 17th shot on goal for Norwich in this game, as opposed to the Generals' 36. DeMar McCoy still being a brick wall back there, not allowing a thing.
Yeah, McCoy hasn't really had to face too many high danger scoring chances this afternoon, but he did there. Certainly his best save of the day. Now Mulligan off the draw, won by Felix, as Demora with it on the far side, reverses it to Mulligan. Mulligan off the half wall. Now a 2-on-1 big. Lambert with Felix. Lambert shoots it. Blocker save Pellerito, and it knocked the stick out of his glove hand, or his blocker hand. And now back the other way. Kenahan can't get it past Mulligan at center ice. Gorman chips it to the speedy Felix. Felix, a lane to the net. A shot goes wide. High glove side. Now Demora chips it back in. Gorman tried to wheel it in front off the apron, but it bounced right to Ramita, who played it up to Essing and back into the general zone, but now Lambert looks to break out. Nice tip there by Gorman. Goes in on Pellerito. He leaves it off for Ramita. Ramita cycles it to Hayden. Hayden tried to avoid his teammate Lipinski there, as now the puck goes back on the far side as Ram beats Ramita to it. Now Mulligan to Demora at the point. Demora backhands it off the half wall. Sinopol collects it, bounce off his skate. Now Demora finds it, shoots it, goes well wide. Tyler Ram being bothered by Ramita. Ram able to escape to the front of the net, whips on the first shot. Doesn't get the second shot away either as Lipinski was there. Now a shot by Demora goes well wide. Mulligan can't get it out. Now a breakaway chance here for Souza. Souza in alone, a shot saved by McCoy. Now Ram, as the linesman took a spill over near the bench. Zotter chips it in. Puck goes around on the far side. Loftus plays it off the boards and out. McCready sends one in on Pellerito. Now Smith with it. Chipped up the boards as Tapia tries to bring it towards center. Gives it away though. Loftus bodied there by Nizzolillo. And Nizzolillo then puts a shoulder into Ramita. Now a chance. McNamee leaves it off for Murphy. Murphy, a shot goes whizzing wide on the blocker side of Pellerito. Now Byer. Puck finds him in the high slot. Gives it away though. Kennedy leaves it off for Nizzolillo. Nizzolillo centering pass looking for Murphy. And it goes off the glove of Pellerito. Harwell trying to win a race there. Tees one up and a save as that one sticks in the pads of DeMar McCoy. And a whistle here with 12:19 left to go in this final period.
Definitely more action than DeMar McCoy was used to in this game. But he's getting some looks now.
And heading off the ice is Drew Chamel after that. Took that collision trying to hit Demora, went awkwardly into the boards, and you really hope he's all right. You don't want to see that in the last game of the season. And he got stick taps from everybody all around as he headed off the ice. So now Byer wins the draw, but puck finds its way back out of the zone. Ranger now reverses it in. McCoy leaves it off for McNamee. McNamee gives it away to Sachs, but Ram finds it and backhands that one off of the netting and out of play.
So 40 shots on goal here now for the Generals and 19 for the Sea Captains, as the Sea Captains will be in their attacking zone for this face-off.
Now Sachs a drive from the point, and McCoy able to see it all the way through and glove it for a whistle. Now with 12 minutes even, Generals now have are doubling the Norwich Sea Captains in the shots department, 40-20. Able to win that draw again are the Sea Captains. Down low, Byer has it. Tries to avoid Lubin. Now Sachs tees one up. That one blocked by Ram. And now a chance the other way, 2-on-1. Gillishammer and Frolik. Frolik, nice move. Good back check by Harwell, though, to get back in position and break up that play. Now Harwell with it on the near side. Through center ice. Harwell enters the zone. Now has it on the far side. Curls back. Not much help. Now here come his reinforcements. Ramita off the bench. Right into the glove, though, of McCoy. for another whistle.
Yeah, didn't have everybody on the attack there for Norwich, so, very little to work with. Reinforcements coming late, and McCoy able to glove that one for the save. Norwich trying to get any shots any way they can. Quick off the face-off, as we saw earlier.
So now Gorman breaking out with Felix and Lambert. Felix leaves it for Lambert. Lambert wins the puck, shovels it, but it goes right to Romita. Out of the reach of Kinahan. Now Lambert takes a spill in the neutral zone. Puck sent back in as now Hayden goes to retrieve it. Leaves it for Romita. Ethan Ranger now gets bumped by Lambert on the half wall. Hayden cycles it to Romita. Kinahan on the near side. Tries to chip it for Ranger. Ranger now down the wing. Gets to the puck. Shot saved by McCoy. Didn't know where it was momentarily, and now back the other way. Here's Gorman. Enters the zone. Gorman leaves it for Lubin. Back to Gorman. Gorman goes to the net. Centering pass by Zotter, and a save by Pellerito. Got it with the pad. And once again, Pellerito has lost his goal stick. Now centering pass for Gorman. Couldn't handle it. It was a rolling puck. Lubin now back down low for Gorman. A shot goes just wide. Now Demora to Zotter. Zotter catches the pass with his skate. Ranger bothers him. Demora, though, gets it. And Essing can't get it out. Demora is able to keep it in. Now Essing does get it out as Norwich makes a change. Quick transition, though, for the Gens. Lubin enters. Leaves it for Zotter. Zotter had a little bit of trouble with it. Kinahan able to find it. Now comes right back to Zotter. Pellerito still without his stick as he pads that one out to the high slot. And Souza takes it out to center, and now finally Pellerito able to retrieve his stick, and Demora, another heavy hit there as he sits Souza down. Now Sinopol with it. Sinopol looking for cross ice for Ram. Knocked down, though, by Moran at center ice. Now Jamison Bain chips it in. McCoy out to play it. He'll leave it off for Demora. Demora reverses it. Tyler Ram collects it at the half wall. Still has it. Exits the zone. Tyler Ram gives it to Sinopol. Sinopol couldn't get it. And now Moran chips it off the glass. And that one will go all the way back down towards McCoy. No icing as it didn't have enough juice. Demora, his pass deflected off of a Norwich stick. Or I guess not. And it's going to be ruled an icing. And General's pleading the case, agreeing with me. And I'm sure this faceoff is going to end up coming down in the Norwich end, because it certainly looked like they had gotten a piece of it.
Yeah, it looked like at least someone deflected that puck, because it went straight down past Pellerito. And it looks like it will be brought down to the Norwich zone.
So 8:59 left to go here in this final period of the regular season for both these teams. Face-off won by Kennedy. Murphy's shot goes right into the legs there of Killian Ranger. Moran chips it to Byer. Byer now, Killian Ranger tries to exit. McNamee, though, right there. Kennedy gets canceled out there by Moran. Now tries to spring Harwell. 2-on-1 bid here. Harwell to the outside, and a great job there by Demora as he closed out Harwell. Harwell stayed with it, though. Tried to get it across to Ranger. And hit by Byer as Demora's helmet pops off, and the whistle because of that. So the face-off will stay in the Generals' end here.
Guys, a fresh set of legs will also come out for the Generals. See the face-off here.
Gillishammer wins it from Byer. Mulligan now with it. Takes it behind his own net. Looks to exit the zone. Hits Gillishammer. Gillishammer into the zone. Has a chance. Gillishammer leaves it for Ram, and he couldn't get enough oomph on that chance. And another hat-trick bid there for Ram. Off of the great pass by Gillishammer. Now Gillishammer back with it. Gets closed out by Hayden. Romita chips it up the boards to Ranger. Looking for Harwell. Harwell with speed. Nice play, though, by Eddie Mulligan to disrupt that chance. Sticked it away from Harwell, who had speed. Now McCready through center ice. Loftus gets it from him. Loftus chips it up the boards, looking for Ranger. Too far ahead of him, and this will be an icing.
Yeah, all night long we've seen some great defense from Eddie Mulligan, and that last shift was a great example there. Him breaking up that breakaway bid, and the puck will come down back into the Generals' attacking zone.
Gillishammer wins the draw. Ram a shot. Goes off the helmet, looked like of Ethan Ranger, and goes up and out of play. So we'll do it again here to the right of Brendan Pellerito.
And we need a new puck, as that kind of went between the glass and the end boards. As we get ready for this face-off.
Gillishammer and Ranger on the draw. Gillishammer able to win it. Loftus, though, is able to get there first and chip it out. Mulligan back to retrieve it. Mulligan plays it up ice, looking for Gillishammer. Might have been looking for Ram initially, but puck went by both of them, and this one sent right back down the other way, and no icing. Mulligan plays it off the boards, just out of the reach of Frolik, and Gillishammer now in a race with Loftus. Loftus closes him out, but it goes to Tyler Ram. Ram gets ridden hard into the boards by Kinahan. Now Kinahan tries to exit, and a whistle here, and a little bit of stuff going on in the corner, and I believe a penalty has been called against Norwich as a small crowd gathers.
Yeah, it was Tyler Ram talking to what looks like Sean Lofton. A little bit of some chirping after the whistle,
Yeah,
but it's all should be all good now.
Yeah, it looks as if Gillishammer and Loftus will head off, so see if we'll play 4-on-4 here. It looks like right now the Gens have 5 guys on the ice. Only 4, though, from Norwich, so we'll see what ensues. And now Gorman will head off, so we will indeed play 4-on-4 here for the second time this afternoon. Gens win the draw. Lubin had some trouble with that, and it's sent in by Bain. McNamee tried to chip it by Ranger, couldn't. Now Felix. Felix with speed, able to win it from Hayden. Felix staying with it. Felix a shot. Glove save by Pellerito. What an effort by Peyton Felix on that bid.
If that's not the definition of staying with it, I don't know what is. You could not get the stick away from the puck away from his stick, and he stayed with that the whole time. Watched that into Pellerito's glove, but what a great bid.
Yeah, I'm going to sound like a broken record here, but the speed of Peyton Felix is just so impressive. He's able to get space, and now another chance for him as he puts that one on net, and another save by Pellerito. Looked like the puck was still loose, and a quick whistle there with 6:33 left to go here in this third period in a 4-on-4 situation.
Yeah, if you've learned anything about this Generals offense, is they won't stop until the whistle blows, so some sticks in the crease after.
Lubin put one towards the net. It went wide, as now Norwich trying to get it out of their own end. Bain able to get it out, but right on the stick of McNamee, who will just send it in cross corner, and the Gens will get a change. Changing their forwards, Gorman and Sinopol will enter the ice. That one goes past DeMar McCoy's stick, but McNamee will go get there with plenty of time, but this pass too far ahead, and it will be an icing. So just a minute even now left on this 4-on-4 situation with Loftus and Gillishammer in the box.
And 45 shots on goal so far in this game for the Generals, 22 for Norwich. Just under 6 minutes to play.
Gorman wins the draw. McNamee takes it behind his own net. McNamee being pressured there by Essing. Now Sinopol has it. Sinopol brings it in. Sinopol being bullied on the inside, but he's able to get it in. Ramita, though, collects it. Able to get it to Killian Ranger. Ranger to Essing. Would have had a 2-on-1 bid there, but the puck bounced off his stick, and now Lubin gets it. Lubin leaves it off for Gorman. Gorman with speed out of his own end through center ice. Now enters the zone. Gorman Leaves it for Lubin. Tried the in-between the legs pass, but Sadopol was already too far past the play. Now a 3-on-1 chance the other way. Essing to Souza. Chance, and that one somehow didn't go in as Essing had a chance with pretty much an empty net as DeMar McCoy was down. And Essing just couldn't slip it in the far post. Now back the other way. McNamee. That shot goes wide over the net. Zotter, as we're now back to 5-on-5, as that puck found its way towards Pellerito for a leak on the doorstep, but Pellerito takes the whistle.
They tried to sneak that one in through the pole, but Pellerino right there, ready for the glove save. 4:51 left here in this third period. Been a Generals dominant game. The face-off is won.
Mulligan gets his stick on that. Mulligan catches the puck, knocks it down, gets to McCready. Now for a leak on the far side. Nice move for a leak. Stays with it. Saved by Pellerito on that chance. And now back the other way. Harwell gets it to Ranger. Ranger brings it in. Gets it back to Harwell. Harwell backhands one that goes well wide. And that one goes in on DeMar McCoy, who takes a whistle. And one thing I just noticed is I believe Jack Demora needs some repairs after he got hit up high when his helmet fell off in a few sequences ago as he heads back towards the dressing room. Haven't seen him in a few shifts either, so you hope he's all right. Hopefully just being precautionary as the season ends today. Gens have already clinched their division and the playoff spot, so that's what I would assume is the case. As now Ranger back at center ice. He'll chip it in and chase, but Mulligan gets there first. Mulligan now. Nice move there to avoid Harwell. Mulligan through center ice. Zotter. Zotter down the wing, a shot. Pad save Pellerito, and Kenahan's right there to collect the rebound. Now back the other way. Harwell working on McCready. Able to get it through to Ranger. Ranger a shot. That one goes just wide past the far pad of McCoy. And now right back the other way. Mulligan, the defenseman, joining the rush up in the play. Hurls back. And then gives it away, though, to Harwell. Harwell backhands it into his own bench. Out of play with 3:38 to go.
Yeah, some little short signs of life, if you will, for Norwich. Getting a few shots on goal here and there, picking up the intensity. But for the most part, the Generals kind of reconvene and regroup and get the momentum back on their offensive side. Great on the transition again, as we mentioned.
Kennedy able to win the draw, but Murphy had trouble with it. Now a chance here for Souza on a breakaway. McCoy comes out, though, and does a great job playing it the other way. Now Kennedy a chance. Kennedy tried to get it through to Nizzolillo and couldn't quite do it, but now Lubin steps into one. That one sticks in the gut of Pellerito, and he'll take a whistle.
Yeah, that was a good example there. The Generals kind of relaxed a little bit on defense, not as much as they were early on in the game, but Norwich still finding a few signs of life here.
Kennedy wins that draw again. Murphy tried to send it. Now Kennedy wheels and shoots. That one goes just wide and off the end board glass. Now Souza chips that one out past McNamee. And that one sent in cross corner by Kennedy. There's a Lillo. Tried to slip it through to Murphy. Now Murphy collects it on the far side. That one goes through the crease. And Lubin dancing with it, gets it to Kennedy. Kennedy backhand shuffle pass over to McNamee, who tees one up. That one goes whizzing wide over the net. Now back the other way. Kennedy at the end of a long shift as the puck fortunately rolled in his direction as Souza had speed closing in on him. Now Nizzolillo back the other way. Nizzolillo brings it in and now into the corner. Bain chips it to Hayden. Hayden off the boards. That puck collected by Ramita. Ramita chips it in. As now Lipinski tried to put one through on net, and McCoy ever so casually sticks it away. Puck was behind him. And it's now Lubin. Hits Murphy in the middle. Gets closed out, though, by Hayden. And that one's sent back in by Ramita. McCoy back behind the net to retrieve it. He'll get it over to Mulligan. Mulligan now to Frolik. Oh, now just 90 seconds left to go in this one. Generals with another great performance here to close out this regular season. As Nalubin now shuffles it over to Mulligan. Mulligan just out of the reach of Sinopol. Now Frolik has it. Puck escaped him, though, and Moran. And now Gorman able to find it as a giveaway there and gloved by Pellerito.
Good glove save by Pellerito there. Nice little wrister. Try and get something. As Sean Gorman will take the face-off for the Generals here in the attacking zone.
Puck comes out to center. Mulligan backhands it in the air. Pass Sachs. Souza banks it off the glass. Kept in by Mulligan. Inside a minute here to go in this NA3 regular season. Gorman shuffles it. Souza gets it, though, and now Norwich tries to break out the other way. Frolik steals. Frolik had a chance for a breakaway. He got hooked up there by Sachs, but the official's arms will stay down. No need to call a penalty with a 5-goal lead and just 30 seconds left. And Gorman gives it away. Ranger shot from the high slot. Oh, and a great save. Reactionary there by DeMar McCoy. As he didn't pick it up till the last second, and he was able to get his blocker on it. Cat-like reflexes there from McCoy.
That was one of those Sports Center saves where the goalie reaches as high as he can, and it looks like Norwich is going to go for the empty net bid as Pellerino skates over to the bench.
And they get a chance right off the face-off. As you mentioned earlier, Liam, they don't want to get blanked in their final game. As sent back in, 9 seconds to go. Ranger closes in, the puck's still loose. Sent to the middle, one final bid, and the clock will run out. And that will do it